I think we're live on this beautiful Fulfillment Friday. Hello, welcome my beautiful galactic spirits. I thought it would be really cool to show you and to start our very short broadcast today about what our galactic calendar looks like on galacticspirit.com. It is the Mayan calendar that is available to you for free. And every day, I just want you to have a peek before we officially start about the exciting times that we're in right now. So you can go on galacticspirit.com at the 13 moon calendar, and every moon, every 28 days, which is how the Mayan calendar works, the calendar here gets repopulated, and you can follow along with us to share in the experience of enlightening yourself by lighting up your DNA. You'll see the chakras there where every day is a different chakra, of which we talk about the electromagnetic frequencies and how to awaken your electromagnetic field. By the way, that is what your chakras are, everybody, for your entire body, as well as all of your Mayan and galactic birthrights. And we are at a very, very exciting time right now. We are starting the new moon. You can look up in the heavens and you will see that the earth, that the reflection of the moon is very dark right now, where we are planting seeds for our ascension into the last 13-day ascension, which is star. You'll see that in yellow right now. And today is the last day of Eagle. And just to remind everyone how the 13-day works, I'm not going to go into a big, long discussion about it. I did leave the original video, which we started at the beginning of Eagle, for you in the discussion. But just as a reminder, every day is a different energy. We start with 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots, as we ascend in the eagle spiral up. And let me just show you that. I'm just gonna move that over right there. Every day we are spiraling up to a different birthright, a different energy in our eagle ascension, which, as a reminder, everyone, today is day number 13. See the 3 dots and 2 bars. 3 plus 5 plus 5 is 13. That is the magic number of ascension. I don't know why it got such a bad rap. We are going to talk about the magic of 13 and how sacred that numerology is, that over time, since the man wanted to have control, it made the magic of 13 a negative thing, but it's really a very, very positive thing. It happens to be the transcendent day of our expanding vision and perceptive imagination. As we started the spiral, we could go last Monday, as we spiraled up. And if you were paying attention to the energy of the day on the energy of the day, which I will repeat myself over and over and over again, you will have magic downloads. And a little bit later in the broadcast, I'm going to talk about very quickly soon, I'm going to talk about the magic of my downloads that I had, so you can really experience what these energies are in real time for me, so you can start paying attention to what the synchronicities and the aha moments and the goosebumps and all of the other physical affirmations that you get. By the way, goosebumps are a physical affirmation of truth. Aha moments are mental and emotional, as well as synchronicities. I'm just kind of using those words interchangeably to see which one resonates with you the most. So here we are. So we're going to talk about the last day of Eagle. And if, like I said, if we were paying attention, you would have ascended up the spiral of what does expanded perceptions mean to you? How are you focusing on your vision? How are you attracting it? Overcoming challenges, electrifying action. And we talked about these over the past 10 days, 11 days, with how we are ascending through Eagle and really starting to look at how we are anchoring our expanded vision into our consciousness and what it means for you. And during this very, very exciting time, I've found that the energy has been very exciting. Because we are in a major shift, a major transformation right now. I mean, the energy has been accelerated if you're feeling it and you're paying attention. And I just want to let you know that if you're feeling tired, it's really okay. I happen to be exhausted right now, but you make a commitment, you show up, which gets me to a point of you showing up. It's not showing up for me, it's showing up for you. And when we show up for each other in community, what is the word community? Unity. What we're doing is when we start seeing these aha moments and having these synchronicities in our own consciousness, what are we doing? We are putting our vibration as we raise it, as we increase our frequency. We're bringing our energy out into the divine matrix, the source, the auric field, your Akashic records. I'm using different words for the same thing. We're stepping into our divine inheritance. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, we light up our DNA. Now, just as a quick little factoid, remember I'm doing stream of consciousness, so whatever comes up is what I'm supposed to share with you, who is ever on the line with me, or in no time and no space whenever you happen to be rewatching this broadcast. It doesn't matter what time you're watching it. I want you to use these energies as an example, because all of our birthrights, all of the 20 birthrights are part of our wholeness. And we are in, I'm just showing you this in a different way. We are in Eagle right now. And tomorrow, the 13th day of Eagle, there's the dots and bars. I think I told you it's kind of hard to do this backwards in the camera. Ooh, I'm definitely going the wrong way. There you go. The 13th day, we're the 13th day in Eagle, and we are moving into Star tomorrow. So we're going to see the transcendence. So even though you're super tired, the reason why we need to show up for community and put our energies out into the auric field is because when we support each other, these vibrations raise for all of us. And the only way we are going to make this shift is if we all shift together. You know, what is it about the 100th monkey? For me to increase my consciousness, it's important, but when we raise them all together, that's when we are going to shift global consciousness and really evolve humanity as a species, kinder, more loving, more gentle, more supportive, more co-creative, not competition, but cooperation, which is one of our objectives. How do, for the longest time, for as long as I can remember, people would be saying, oh, in love and light, and love and light. Well, this is our time where we've got the wind at our sails to really make that happen. And as I mentioned last Worthy Wednesday, that our community is all about, I missed a point, I got distracted, sorry, by a little noise over there. Okay, I'm ADD, I can't help myself. I try to turn off all other electronic devices so I don't get distracted. It'll come back, but in the meantime, I want to move on and let you know, start talking about these amazing downloads that I had. We are in the 13th day of, let me work all the pieces here. The 13th day of Eagle. It's known as, and it's cosmic. It's the day of transcendence. It's also known as cosmic. And while we're going to save the concentrated birthrights for another day, I'm just showing you the game board, the 13-day ascensions from another perspective. There's Eagle. We started and we're moving around the 13th day. Today is Cosmic Hand. There it is, Cosmic Hand, the day where we're transcending that if we've paid attention to the energies of the day, on the energies of the day, and we've started with Eagle, we have raised our octave frequency of visioning, of perceiving our imagination much differently than we started at the beginning of the 13-day cycle. So you might want to call it the pat yourself on the back day, because you have walked around the wheel of 13 days. We've ascended, we've fulfilled in the center, we've discovered, we've explored, we've deepened, we have integrated. The last time on Worthy Wednesday, we integrated our life passion with it. And the download that I had today on Cosmic Hand, transcending all of the Eagle of a vision and expanding my vision and so on, I dropped in and came up with this really great quote about what is the Mayan calendar and how does it work. Each of these energies, there they are in the 13-day, here they are in the wheel, here they all are in the galactic DNA map. I'm going to show you this in a minute also. It doesn't really matter how you're looking at it and how you're tracking the energies. By the way, see the DNA spiral right in the center there? What these are, what our birthrights are archetypes for the metaphor of our life. Sometimes when downloads come in, they don't come out. They don't come in and say this happened this way, this happened this way, it happened that way. You kind of like to see a metaphor, and the metaphor that I had was the metaphor of hand, healing hands. This is the concentrated birthright now. Healing hands, my healing hands, or another way to look at it is your hands. How are you using your skills and your talents out into the world? That is the metaphor for the archetype of the birthright of today. So that is a really very cool way that I wanted to describe how the birthrights work for you. These are archetypes, these are symbols that the Mayans left carved in stone for us to be awakened at this time. And I think we mentioned last time on Worthy Wednesday that these energies were left by you, me, and we from another lifetime, or were dropped in from the Akashic records, or were star-seeded from another star system for the earth to awaken at this time. So how does this Mayan astrology, looking at the metaphor, how did I have this revelation? I paid attention to the energy of the day, doing exactly what I recommend that you do. And then I started thinking, I'm working really, really hard on bringing Galactic Spirit to you, and the website, which is all inclusive, the calendar, which I showed you a minute ago. Let me just show it to you again while I share this with you. It's really awesome. And as I was thinking, now let me show you where we are today. Here we are, Cosmic Hand. I hope you're seeing my cursor. There. 3 plus 5 plus 5 is 11. The 11th day of the moon, the Gregorian date is January 20th. We can talk how screwy that is on another day. And tomorrow, remember how I said, is the first day of star. So looking at that another way, I just want to show you this before I show you tell you what my metaphor was. show you again. Here's the last day of Eagle, moving into Star. So we will move again and cycle back from day number 13. Trying to show you where day number 13 is with my finger. There it is, day number 13, and we will spin the wheel again to day number 1 in Star. It's so simple, which is tomorrow, day number 1 in Star. And the reason why we're talking about that is because we're not going to meet with each other, and I'm going to want you to pay attention to what Star might mean for you, because guess what? We are going to start up the Star Ascension with day number 1. And we're going to start spiraling up Star energy, which is all about what's your inner radiance? How are you experiencing life through your ESP, your extrasensory perceptions? How do we see differently with our eyes? How do we hear differently with our ears? How do we touch and have sensations from our physical body? Because in the exploration of our senses, it's very 3D. And it's in the exploration of our senses where we step into fifth dimensional exploration with those senses, which is very different. And I talk a little bit about that on galacticspirit.com and in the castle section. I don't want to get into that too much right now, but if you can find it. And right now, everything on Galactic Spirit is free. It's a membership site, but it's taken so long to get it to you. I just want you to have it. Just have it and enjoy it while we're exploring it. So Star is about, so that's what Star is, and that's what we're starting tomorrow to start spiraling up the wheel. And by the way, when you sign up for the free these free broadcasts, you will get this PDF for free. So I highly recommend that you do that. It is in the link in the chat. So please go do that. So what was my big revelation today as an example of this metaphor for the archetypes of where you are going with when we pay attention to the energies of the day? Cosmic hand, the last day of hand it's the last day of Eagle, cosmic hand. How are we bringing our expression out into the world through our expanded vision? Not only looking at the broader views, but the eagle eye views. How do we do that? So what dropped in for me with this metaphor is I dropped into, yes, I finally got Galactic Spirit up. It's up for you to use. The calendar's up there for you to use. I've started these live broadcasts. Look at the ceremony that I'm doing and repeating for you right now as an example of how you can just drop in, do a little ceremony, and really start anchoring these energies and compressing and expanding time. Nugget. I set the intention that on the next spin, the next time, hang on, I'm showing you this way. Here's where we are in the DNA map. We're in the last column of the DNA. The last column of the DNA where's the last column? The last column. You have no idea how hard this is to do backwards. We're in the last column right here of the DNA map. 260 days spiraling in our consciousness. I'm showing you Cosmic Eagle, which is right here. We're on the last run, coming into our 9 months of gestation. And when we spiral up and I get to this spot, next spin in the 260 days, my dreams, my vision, my expanded perceptions are going to be beyond my wildest expectations. This is how it works. So while we're looking at Cosmic Eagle right now, 260 days from now, my dreams are going to be fulfilled, because day number 3 in our spiral, day number 3, we had to take action. Day number 3 is all about the action day. Setting the intention, attracting. Day number 3 is taking action. And we talked about what all these are around the wheel already. I invite you to go look at those videos that we've done so you understand what I'm talking about, so you can actually start spiraling up. So when we start star on Mastery Monday, actually we'll on star on Monday, we will be on the 3rd day, which is what I mentioned before, is all about taking action with our mind. And star is all about, like I mentioned, it's inner beauty, outer radiance. So how am I today? How are we today fulfilling our 13th day of Eagle with our vision, stepping into our shining star self, our inner and outer beauty, with taking with us Eagle's perception and expanded view as we start shining our light out into the world. And how beautifully synchronistic, and we'll talk about this when we talk about, we'll have concentrated classes on how all of this works, but here is star right here, the last 13-day cycle. So everything during our 260 days, we have led to this moment of shining our star light. Star seed, I'm talking to you. I got goosebumps. That was a confirmation. Physical, oh my God, body rush. Oh my gosh, 3, 4, little tears. Feel these energies. That was confirmation. This is how it works. When you feel these energies, 5, when you feel these energies in your body and you have these downloads, you are really shining your star light out into the world. And whatever it is that you want to manifest, every day spiral up with the energies of the day, because you are going to have these rapid fire every day. And you're going to start seeing your dreams come true and being the star light that you are. The Native Americans call indigenous people call life, the way they live their life, the beauty way. Mayans were indigenous, star-seeded people, just like Native Americans or the Inuits in British Columbia, and all the indigenous star people from all over the world, from the Egyptians and the Peruvians and the Grecians, the Babylonians, the Lemurians. We were all star-seeded in order to bring this awakening consciousness at this time to shine our light and look at the magic of our DNA map as the last cycle, as the last 13 days, every cycle brings us into shining our light brighter and brighter. Breathe into that. I'm going to close. I want to make these shorter and shorter for you. I'm getting better at making them shorter. At least I hope so. That's my intention, because I know how busy we are. And if we can just drop into our galactic astrology for a few minutes and get the energies, then you can take them with you, which is my objective. I don't need them. Yes, I need them for me. I want them for me because of the breakthroughs that I keep on experiencing. But it's really about you, me, and we evolving our consciousness together. So having said that, in Lakesh, I am another yourself with brightest blessings. My dear starlights, we'll see you on the other side on Mastery Monday. Right, love? Bye.